Of the Philanthropy Liaison, video seminar. Like in the last video, I explained there are resources available for you. Sorry to sound like a broken record. Under the Reese website management, you've got videos and user guides, meetings, event, and credit calendar would be very helpful to watch, in addition to philanthropy and calendar video. In addition, there are user guides such as the member website user guide is helpful. The philanthropy and calendar user guide would be extremely helpful. And the even the website administrator user guide, there's some portions in there that would be helpful for you to understand. So this video is to guide you through your registration tool, which is your calendar, and then explain to you how to enter events and then manage those events. So I'm going to start out with your calendar. All of you Philanthropy Liaisons should see under your calendar tab the calendar for your particular philanthropy. Okay? So if you're not seeing that, please let Colleen or I know. Okay? So we're going to go to Admin, and we're going to click on Member Management. And we are going to go to Registration Tool. Okay? Registration Tool is your master calendar for your philanthropy. This is the portion that helps you set up your calendar for your philanthropy or organization. So let's take a look down. Let's go down to the end of the list. Let's look at Mary House calendar. Okay? So you can view it, you can manage it, you can upload it, you can set recurring events, you can mass assign people to activities. I don't think we'll need to use that, but what we want to focus on right now is the setup. So click Setup. All of your calendars have been set up already. I do need you to look over them to make sure they're accurate and that you're happy with what information's in there. Registration type is the name of the calendar or the philanthropy that this calendar belongs to. It's a calendar registration layout. You're showing the registrants to all the members, so it's available to all our membership. Yes. I don't think you need to change any of those settings. And then here, this part right here, this is where you can customize your own calendar. I think in, let's see here, Mustard Seed went in and entered a little introduction saying, hi, we're so-and-so and so-and-so are the liaisons. These are our phone numbers. Please let us know if you have any questions about our calendar. You can write a custom introduction message for your calendar, okay? Now these fragments here are already set up for you, but you can change them as you wish. The access is for you, the liaison in charge of the calendar. Public guest information has been set up for you. Confirmation email, you can set this up, you can customize it for you and your philanthropy. If somebody does register for an event, you can create a confirmation email that they will receive once they've registered for the event. You can put from, that would be the liaison who sent the email address, the subject, and you can just type in here saying this is an email to confirm that you registered for the following event, and you can just say here, thank you for registering, we'll see you at the event. Okay. You can also do another really cool thing, enter in the same information from the liaison, and then you can set it that it'll send like an invitation so many days before the event, and then you can send out a reminder. Now, the important thing about this is your events will be on the calendar, and they will be seen by all the membership. If you set dates in here, ladies, everybody in our entire chapter will receive an email prompting them to pay attention to your event or RSVP to your event. I don't think we want this going on. I mean, I think it would be great, but I think members might start getting upset about getting so many emails. So maybe we should just let this go for a while and see if we will use it in the future. I think it's great. I'm the kind of person that would like to be prompted to sign up for an event. But that's for our board to decide how we want to handle this. So right now, let's just leave this empty until we figure out what to do about that. But with the class calendars, the GLAs are entering information in here because with the class calendars, only the specific classes are connected to these calendars. So an email reminding them of an event only goes to that particular class. So it's very specific, and it has a good use in that way. We might start bugging the members too much, and they might get upset. So then let's go down here. So these confirmation page, cancel email would all be used if we did set up that reminder or invitation type notification. Advanced hours, you don't need to worry about any of these things. You really don't need to worry about right now. I guess wait list, maybe for some of the events that do have wait lists or a lot of people want to attend, you may want to use that. Okay? So, and then once you create or finalize your settings, you do need to save this information. Okay? So now I'm going to go back. And I am going to jump to a calendar that has some registration events already entered. Let me look at American River Parkway Foundation. So I'm going to go click on the Manage button right now. And let's see here. It says that there's no event scheduled at this time, but I'm going to do something that you all need to know how to do. I'm going to go to this View By box right here, and I'm going to click on All Registrations. Okay, and then I'm going to hit Search, and hopefully some past events will pop up. Oh, great, here's one. Okay, so you all need to remember that if some past events have been entered in your calendar, you can get them by changing the View By, clicking All Registrations, and then clicking Search. This is handy because there was a copy feature that you could just copy an old event and then change the date and any other pertinent information. And that means you don't have to recreate the event every time. If maybe your events are a little bit different but pretty much the same in terms of the location or the details. Right now it looks like that copy feature has been taken off because they were having trouble, but I've been told it will be put back on. So I just wanted you to know that little tip. Okay? So say you're now ready to create an event in your calendar. You would go to your calendar. So this one is the American River Parkway Foundation calendar. And you would click on Add Registration Event. You would go through all the fields here and enter the information, such as registration name would be River Cleanup. Okay, you enter the event description, clean up the river at this location at this time, and then also it's a great idea to enter at this point contact information for the person maybe leading the event. There's no other field in this registration that asks for a contact phone number. So if people need someone to call the day of the event, this is where the information could be found. Okay. So the next thing we're going to look at is you can choose a document. So you can upload a document to this calendar event, such as a parking pass or directions or something specific that needs to be given to all the volunteers. You can add an image for the event. You do need to put in max reservation. So, if it's limited to 100, type in 100. If it's limited to 50, type in 50. If it's not limited at all, you can type in 30, but that does need to be, that field does need to be filled in. Restrict sign up, depending on your event, you can restrict sign up to perhaps specific classes. So just so you understand, these selections here are the girls, the TikTokers in these particular classes, okay? If you want to restrict the sign up to a particular class, including the mothers and the daughters, it's this selection, all. Okay, that's mothers and daughters, okay? And if you want to restrict the sign up to just patronesses, or I don't think you'd want to do that, but you do have some choices here, okay, if you need to restrict your sign up. Enable waitlist, yes or no, depending on your situation. And then a location. Some of the locations are already here for you. If they're not, you can add a location and then it will show up on the drop-down menu. Or if it's a one-time location, you can type the information in here, okay? And then you enter your start day and time. This little box manager is a little crazy. You know, you select your date and then you have to use this sliding bar to select your time for the hour and the minute. Then you hit done. And then you have to do the same for the end date and time, okay? Other site registration, this is an example of maybe it's the SSPCA and they want you to register through them. So you can put the address here and you can tell all the members, register up on the SSPCA website, okay? All right, here you have a choice. If you want members to sign up, they can sign up. If you want it just information only, it will not have a sign up. You will not create an attendance list. People will just know about the event. Or you can do RSVP. RSVP, I believe, collects yes and no responses. Sign up only collects the yes responses. So RSVP might be the best option so you'll know who is coming and who's not coming, okay? Unless you want just an information only type event. Calendar color. For philanthropy, the calendar color is pink. So all philanthropies will have pink events, okay? And then advanced requirements right now, ladies. This we're using right now just with the TikToker meeting and the Patroness meetings. We are not using it for philanthropy events, obviously, because it doesn't fulfill a requirement. Hopefully in the future, we'll be able to use it for hours that you can preset the number of hours you will be crediting for a particular event, and it'll be automatically done so a member doesn't have to go back in and enter hours. But right now, it will remain a manual entry that a member will manually need to enter in her hours once she has completed her task. All right, so once you've created your event, you would need to save it, but I'm not going to save this. I'm going to hit go back. Okay, so now let's just take a look at an event that's already been entered in for the American River Parkway. And let's see how that event was set up as kind of a review and what you can expect to see. So this was the event, the date, the time. It shows it was 0 out of 200 attended because no one RSVP'd. And then it has this edit function. So let's go first to the edit function. So say you've made a mistake to an event, you need to change it. This is where you would do that. So you can see she entered the name of the event, some ideas about the description, maximum reservations. She didn't restrict the sign up, location, multiple locations. It's great. See the web page. She added the start date and time. And then she created as a sign up and she didn't correct. She didn't choose a color, but I don't think she knew at the time what color to choose. So I think it just stayed as blue. And if it stays at blue, it's okay. It doesn't matter. We'll fix it somehow. And then she didn't do any credit. So that's how the event was set up. Everything worked out fine. And then the next thing we can look at here is this attendees, which is pretty cool because once you set up your event and you tell people about it and you ask them to RSVP, they can go to the calendar view and register for the event. Okay, so let's go back to Mustard Seed and use that as an example. So let's go to the Mustard Seed school calendar. Okay. And let's look at some of their events, which are recurring events. And that's a whole other thing I'll deal with too. Let's look at this event on June 1st. 2 people out of 2 people registered for the event. So they just went on and signed up. And I need to manage these people. See, I need to see, oh, who signed up or somebody canceled. So you go to the event. Oh boy, was June 4th? Sorry, it's not showing me the old date, so I'm just going to pick up this date. So it shows 2 out of 2 people, and it shows me the people who've signed up.